President Trump's big, beautiful bill is about to cut Medicaid and food stamps for over 15 million people, and seniors and people on disability and children are going to be the hardest hit. Here's the thing: the average family is going to lose about $254 a month in food stamp benefits, and nursing homes, where 62% of the bill is paid for by Medicaid, are going to be hugely impacted by the over $1 trillion in Medicaid cuts that has been passed in this bill. Guys, this is not a scare tactic. This is real. And a lot of people think this is politics. We are not about politics. We don't talk politics. Our job is to bring you what is behind the headline and how that is going to affect you and your loved ones, so that you can share this information with them so that they can get ready for what is about to be devastating cuts to the safety nets. Let's get into the details. So here is CNBC. Food stamps face the biggest cuts in program's history under GOP tax bill. And here's another headline: proposed SNAP changes could impact 11 million Americans, report finds. Here's another headline from The Hill, and another headline here that talks about the fact that a lot of this was hidden in the bill and negotiated behind closed doors. And now you have this massive bill that has been passed. So I'm about to dive in. And also, they've made changes to what you can buy with your food stamps. I want to bring you up to speed on that. And if you're a senior, please stay to the end of this video because I have great news. You could get a free smartphone if you participate in specific government programs. Let's dive in. My name is Kwame Kwade. I am a personal finance expert and an entrepreneur. For 15 years, I've been helping seniors get the benefits they deserve. And I am also an adjunct professor. I teach finance to graduate students at one of the most prestigious universities in the United States. So, what is this bill and what should you know? Well, the House passed a proposed bill to make the biggest cuts to food stamps and Medicaid in recorded history, targeting over the 40 million Americans that depend on these programs. Lawmakers rushed the 1,116-page bill overnight, with major changes negotiated behind closed doors with little public debate. If enacted, these changes will hit seniors, families with children, and people with disabilities the hardest. I know some of you don't believe this, but this is actually happening. Go to the House of Representatives, their website, you will see this bill and what it contains. Guys, this is real. Federal funding for SNAP will be slashed by 30% over a decade, forcing states to fill the gap. And you know states are not going to, because states have to balance their budget. They're already strapped for cash. And the federal government has always been responsible for funding food stamps. And so to push this to states is just another way of knocking people off food stamps. And able-bodied adults up to age 64, so seniors, are now going to be required to work in order to get food stamps. And parents who have children over age 7 are not going to be able to collect food stamps if they don't meet specific work requirements. It estimated that up to 5.4 million people could lose food assistance, with families losing an average of $254 per month. The bill will cut $700 billion from Medicaid, which will cause up to 15 million people to lose coverage, especially seniors, disabled individuals, and children. New rules will force more recipients to prove they are working or in training, even as most already work or can't due to health or caregiving. Medicaid is also the largest payer of long-term care. Cuts will force seniors into institutions or leave them without this critical and essential support. Now, states will be required to cover up to 25% of food stamps, and you know that's not going to happen. States have to balance their budget. The federal government doesn't. And so to push this responsibility on states that are already stressed, it's going to lead to a lot of people being knocked out, or states bringing in stricter eligibility requirements, making it difficult for people to get food stamps benefits because they don't have the money to cover it. Food stamps used to be an entitlement program, meaning that anybody that is eligible can get it. Now it's about to be restricted so that only a few people who can meet strict eligibility requirements will be able to get benefits, and it's going to knock a lot of people off and affect millions and millions of people. Older adults with disabilities who rely most on SNAP and Medicaid face higher risk of hunger, health problems, and losing care. And the expanded work requirements and reduced benefits will increase child hunger and family instability. And SNAP and Medicaid dollars support local businesses and jobs. Cuts will shrink local economies and hurt rural communities. So let's look at what is actually happening with this bill. President Trump said he was going to cut taxes for low income families. Well, that is not what is happening in this bill, because when you look, all that is done is extend the tax cuts for the rich. This is the Congressional Budget Office looking at President Trump's tax bill that just passed the House. And households in the lower percentage, you can see, are going to have negative impact. Meanwhile, households in the higher percentage of income are going to have a positive impact. So this tax bill that is being peddled around as if it's going to be a massive tax cut for low income Americans is actually not. It's going to benefit the wealthy. And if you're surprised, you haven't been paying attention to what the GOP has traditionally done when it comes to tax cuts. The bill extends Trump's era tax cuts, mostly benefit the richest Americans, while funding those cuts by slashing the safety net. Poorest households are going to lose resources while the wealthiest gain, deepening the gap between the rich and the poor. Now, the bill faces more debate in the Senate. Public awareness and advocacy are going to be crucial. It's already passed the House, it's in the Senate now. If people don't make enough noise and raise their voices and talk about how this historic cuts to benefits is going to devastate families, devastate seniors, people on disabilities, children, rural communities, rural economies, then it's going to pass and the president is going to sign it because this is the bill that he wants. And so this is your opportunity to make your voice heard. And do not think that your voice is not important. If this affects you or somebody you love, you making your voice heard, calling your representatives, calling your senator, calling your House of Representative person is going to be crucial in helping get this bill off the table, and a better bill that will benefit the middle class and the low income families in ways that we have not seen yet. Now, there's a lot of rules that are happening to restrict food stamps benefits. Nebraska passed a new rule that is going to limit food stamps. What does it mean for low income people? And the USDA has passed a rule to ban soda from food stamps. That reverses decades of policy. So, for the first time, the USDA has approved Nebraska's request to ban soda and energy drink purchases with SNAP benefits starting in January 2026. This marks a dramatic shift after 20 years of federal resistance to such restrictions. The new rule will affect about 152,000 low income Nebraskans who rely on SNAP to help pay for groceries. The ban is expected to influence how recipients spend their benefits and could prove the way for similar bans in other states. Nebraska's governor and USDA say the ban is designed to make America healthy again by steering taxpayer dollars towards more nutritious foods and away from sugary drinks, which are linked to obesity and chronic diseases. So, why are they trying to do this? Sugary drinks are a leading cause of added sugar in American diet and are linked to higher rates of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease, conditions that hit low income and senior populations the hardest. Studies suggest that restricting SNAP beneficiaries or SNAP purchases of sugary beverages could significantly reduce obesity and diabetes among recipients. For example, a 10% price increase on soft drinks can reduce consumption by 8 to 10%. Nebraska's move is part of a wider effort by federal and state leaders to encourage healthier eating among SNAP recipients, with several other states now seeking similar waivers. Advocates like the American Heart Association and some policymakers argue that taxpayer dollars shouldn't subsidize unhealthy choices, and that SNAP purpose is to help families afford nutritious food. Anti hunger groups and some industry voices argue that the ban could increase stigma for SNAP users and add administrative burden for stores and set a precedent for further restrictions or benefit cuts. What they're saying is that if they can cut one thing, they can cut something else in the future. While the pilot programs show bans can reduce sugary drinks consumption, critics note that overall diet quality may not improve unless paired with incentives like healthy food, like fruits and vegetable subsidies. So, here are other states that are looking for similar bans. Nebraska leading the way, with other states including Arkansas, Colorado, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, West Virginia are seeking similar waivers. If approved, millions more could be affected by the soda purchase restrictions. Seniors and low income families will need to adjust shopping habits if their state decides to do this ban. While the goal is better health, it's important to watch for changes that could make accessing food more complicated. As these policies evolve, beneficiaries and advocates should stay up to date on state and federal decisions, share feedback with policymakers, and help local grocery agencies be able to implement these changes because they have to change their systems in order to apply these restrictions. Now, if you are a senior, I have great news. If you're on low income, I have great news. You could get a free smartphone through a government program that a lot of people are eligible for, but actually do not apply for. In fact, millions are eligible for this program, especially seniors, but only a few actually participate in the program, leaving hundreds of dollars on the table each month for benefits that is available to them. So, this is the Lifeline discounted program, and it's been around since the 70s. But here's the thing, even though seniors qualify in record numbers, they do not participate. So I'm going to help you understand what the eligibility requirement is and how you can get a free smartphone and get your discounted phone bill paid if you subscribe to this program. Now, here's the thing, the program is available to a lot of people, but in some states, less than 10% of people participate. If you look at the dark spots in this chart by the Washington Post, you see that there are a lot of states that only 10% are participating, or between 10 to 20% are participating. Very few states have over 30% of eligible people participating in this program. Why is that? Because people don't understand the eligibility criteria, they don't understand how the program works, they don't think they will qualify, and so they don't apply. So my job is to explain all of this to you. Eligible seniors and low-income households can get a free smartphone and free monthly service through the Lifeline program with no bills or no contracts. And if you live in California, Click Mobile provides both a free device, a free smartphone, and unlimited service with nationwide. You can get free service by bringing your own phone and receiving a SIM card. So if you live in California, you're a senior or on low income, you can contact Click Mobile, our partner, and they will give you a free smartphone and help you get access to discounted phone bill that is going to save you a lot of money. If you don't live in California, you can bring your own device and get the same benefit. This program is a lifeline for those on Social Security, disability, and food stamps and other programs, helping you afford essential connectivity for emergencies, healthcare, and staying in touch with family. Lifeline is a program by the Federal Communication Commission that provides a monthly discount on phone or internet service for eligible low-income consumers, including up to $2, $9.25 off your monthly bill nationwide, and up to $34.25 on tribal lands. Guys, in this age of record inflation, higher prices, getting $9 off your phone bill is a big help, especially to seniors and people on low income that usually are on fixed income. So that's why I'm excited to share this with you and our partner, Click Mobile, and how they can help you. The program is managed by the Universal Services Administrative Company and is available in every state, territory, and tribal land. Lifeline ensures you can access jobs, healthcare, emergency services, and stay connected with loved ones without worrying about the cost of your phone bill. What do you get? Well, if you sign up with Click Mobile, our partner, it's a free monthly service, unlimited talk and text. You get a free smartphone if you live in California. If you don't live in California, you can bring your own device and still get the savings, the monthly savings. You get free high-speed data, up to 6 gigabytes of national coverage. That's a lot of data. And there are no hidden costs, no bills, no contracts or fees that you have to pay. So California residents can get a free smartphone and unlimited talk, text, and data through Click Mobile's Lifeline plan. No contracts, no credit checks, and no hidden fees. Most applicants are approved within 1 to 2 business days, and you can apply by mail or online with proof of eligibility. So we're going to put a description to this video to Click Mobile, and you can click on that, input your information, and then they'll reach out to you and help you get your smartphone if you live in California, or if you don't live in California, you can get help with your phone bill as I have explained. And Click Mobile offers fast, friendly support with most issues resolved on the first call. No long wait times like other providers. And you're going to get nationwide coverage. Experience reliable service on America's largest 5G network with coverage in areas where other providers fall short. Click Mobile reaches 99% of Americans with stronger signals, strength, and fewer dropped calls. Outside of California, you can still get free monthly service by bringing your own compatible device. Click Mobile will ship you a free SIM card if you qualify. Click Mobile partners with American Broadband to provide strong coverage even in rural and underserved areas. Enjoy peace of mind with zero monthly bills or surprise fees, just reliable service for those who need it the most. So, who is eligible? If you participate in certain government programs, you automatically are eligible, like Medicaid, SNAP, SSI, WIC, Federal Housing Assistance, or you can also qualify if your income is below 135% of the federal poverty level. So I've included Social Security benefits as part of the list because a lot of seniors make less than 135% of the federal poverty level. And so they qualify for this program because they are low income and their income is within the limit. So, what does it look like to make 135% or less of the federal poverty level? Well, for an individual in Washington, D.C. and the 48 states, is less than $21,127 a year. If you live in Alaska, it's $26,392. And if you live in Hawaii, it's 24,286. And the list you see, or the table you see, is by household size. So depending on your household size, you can see what the income limit is. But if you're an individual, the top number is what you have to pay attention to. And as I mentioned, a lot of seniors fall under this threshold and therefore qualify to get a discount on their monthly phone bill. And if you live in California, get a free smartphone so that you can stay in touch with your loved ones and get essential services that you need. You can apply directly through Click Mobile's website, and we'll provide a link in the description. You will need basic information like your name, date of birth, and proof of eligibility. To keep your benefit, you also have to recertify every year to prove that you still are eligible, but Click Mobile and the USAC will help you through this process. And approval is fast. Click Mobile processes Lifeline application within 1 to 2 business days. Often approval happens faster, sometimes on the same day you apply. Click Mobile makes it easy to keep your current phone number when switching to Lifeline. Just provide your existing number during the application process. So you don't have to switch numbers. You can keep your existing number. Having a phone means you can call 911, schedule a doctor's appointment, stay connected during emergencies, and that is crucial for seniors that are living alone. And it can help you improve your quality of life. Affordable phone services let seniors and low-income families maintain social connection, reducing isolation, and improving emotional well-being. And Lifeline helps ensure you don't have to sacrifice phone service to afford food rent, or medicine. And so, why choose Click Mobile versus the other providers? Well, here are testimonials that we've pulled randomly from 3 people that have used Click Mobile but also have tried other services. So here's Annette Black, quick and easy application. Honestly, I was surprised at how fast I got approved with Click Mobile. The application was easy, and I had my free Lifeline phone delivered in a few days, so much quicker than my experience with Assurance Wireless. Here is Savannah N. of Los Angeles, California. Excellent customer service. Switching from TrueConnect to Click Mobile was smooth and stress-free. It was a breath of fresh air. I actually talked to a real English-speaking person who genuinely answered my questions. It's nice to know someone cares enough to help you directly, not just send automated replies. And here is Chris R. of Orange County. Reliable national coverage with Click Mobile. My Lifeline service actually works everywhere, even when traveling, which was most surprising. The coverage is noticeably better than SafeLink, no drop calls, and fast internet. So, where can you sign up for Click Mobile? Well, they are available in the states that you see on the screen: Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Nevada, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, South Carolina, Utah, Virginia, West Virginia, and Wisconsin. So they pretty much are available in majority of the states. And so give them a call or click in the link in the description of this video to sign up, or visit their website at clickmobile, goclickmobile.com/benefits insider, or use the description as I mentioned in the video. We've partnered with Click to make it easy to get approved often on the same day. You can keep your current phone number when you switch to Click Mobile's Lifeline service. Join Click's mailing list for updates on the Affordable Connectivity Program, an essential program that has run into some issues that could also help you save money. So if you go to their website, this is what you see. You can enter your information, your zip code, your email, and then claim your free smartphone and sign up for Click Mobile services. And as always, guys, if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, you are missing out on discounts, money saving tips, and news and updates in and out of Congress that will affect your benefits. We want you to stop missing out on your retirement benefits. Sign up for our newsletter by going to benefitsinsider.co/subscribe, or go to the description to our YouTube channel. There's a link in there. Input your email address, and then you become part of the insider group and get all these money saving tips and discounts that we've been sending out. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comments. If you like what you heard, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We do appreciate your help and your support. Thank you for watching.